We're in the town of Carndonagh, and I seen the brown sign, Carndonagh crosses. By the time I seen the sign, it was halfway down the town. Pulled into the shop and said I came up again, and there's the crosses over there. I was looking up there to see if it was worthwhile seeing. Pretty old. First printing, first carving of somebody with a harp. There's no other older carving on a harp, and that's in one of the wee smaller pillars. One of the wee small pillars here says here's King David. If anybody knows King David, that's one of the figures. What date is it? I might tell you on the same when we get there. Village of Carndonagh. Village. Hey, it looks right size. Big church and big chapel in it. Saying here village of Carndonagh. What makes that town the village? I don't know. It's a big village. The main monument examples. Beautiful examples of Irish High Cross. The cross is carved from sandstone slabs, nearly 3 meters tall. Blah blah blah. What? The 18th century, 700. So I make it now 2,700. 1,300 years old, Wallow. 1,300 years old I make it. That's not a village. Look at the size of that place. It's not Letterkenny like. Why don't you see this here, history pet? Oh, up here, Wallow. Let's be up here. Dating from the 7th century, the High Cross is the oldest freestanding crosses in Ireland. It is decorative with Celtic and Christian symbols. Showing the Old and New Testament. It is unique and is flanked by 2 carved guard stones. Above in the graveyard of the Church of Ireland is a large pillar known as, see that wee sign telling me far more into that, marigold stone. See also the lintel beside the church door, taken from an old church on the site. It depicts a ring cross, fretwork, ornamentation, and a scene depicting St. Patrick's baptism, Owen. Oh, here we go now, folklore. St. Patrick rested here. Well, if you had to walk like that back in the old days, you rested everywhere. Why would he not have rested? Can you imagine now? There's a bun. Hey, I'll tell you what. They find a bun like that, and not only that, they find an empty bun model. It's nearly rare than seeing a €1,200 cross, I'll tell you. Very few of them around. Not even guarded. It's not even guarded, something there. So they made a nice wee roof for it, like, I mean, that's the job there. That is a quite wee job there, nice floodlit and everything. Should we wait till it gets dark, Wallow? I can see a wee crack on her starting there, like a wee bit of a crack starting on her. She's already got a bit smaller. Where are you going? So that is settings. That is stone. It's set in there. The big stone going around it. So they must have hauled that stone inside. They must have hauled out the middle of that stone, and they set that big stone up inside it. But you remember when they built that? The place was full of muck. Them boys have been dragging this thing for ages, and you notice, like, you put a couple of bushes in your garden and it rain, like it pisses a rain, and it's pissing the rain back then too, and everywhere is going to be mucked. And they're probably digging a hole and the things were going to the side, left, back, forward. Boys went up, it's not really stand up, like, it's too mucky here. So the boy come up with an idea. I know, I got a big giant stone, we'll cut a wee hole in the middle, we'll slide her in, and that'll hold it firm. I've never seen that anywhere else before. We're going about the, not seeing the old stones, no, I've never seen a stone inside a stone deliberately like that. They wouldn't have used concrete like that. I don't think they wouldn't even have lead back at that time, would they? Where would they start melting? They would have had lead. They would have had lead in the out church roofs. So they probably had a wee bit of lead in there. They melted a wee bit of lead and poured the lead in there. Poor wee stones. You're showing the signs of ages, but oh, look at this. He's even got a wee face. That's like we call them gremlins. That's like a wee gremlin face there. See, when it comes to stone carvings, the GoPro shows up more detail than what I can see with my eyes. This GoPro is only a wee 1.5 inch screen. And when I look at that face there in the GoPro, it's much sharper images. So when I go home and I put this on the TV, it's going to look even better than I'm seeing here. It's a bit dark, yeah, a bit dark. Need a bit of light, more. Extra light. So that's your Celtic symbols there, like. See, Christianity and the Celts don't go together, you see. But the church had to sort of accept it a wee bit, you know, because these boys weren't giving up their Celtic tradition, like. It's not like if you go shopping at Walmart or go shopping at Tesco's now, you don't want to give up Asda. You've done Asda before, alright, you're going to Tesco's, but you don't want to give up what you used to. You gotta have two insurance policies. Maybe one look one side on, that's what New Zealand stand side on. I'm sure they'd probably argue when they both that, you know, boys say that boy's both the wrong side, his nose is the wrong side, his hair's the wrong side. You try careful. Oh, you just imagine that all the rows went on there. Well, I won't really have to explore this place. I find when you drive through somewhere you've never seen it, you have to walk it. There's the official sign there. Well, that wee one done the job. Said they'd been founded by St Patrick. It was busy St Patrick, wasn't it? He found everything. And modern graveyards surround an 18th century church. I wonder, is this church accessible to the hospital? I wanted to say, don't you go out in the road now? Hold on. Oh, there's the church there. So there's a stone up there. I don't see no obvious stone from here. What are we lane in the middle? Don't want to go near the traffic. Yeah, I don't see no stone there. Well, where is it? Mom, look up the front gate. I don't like it too close to the road. Them cows there coming over to see Wallow. See that? They're attracting the cattle over again, Wallow. See that church built like the wee one we seen earlier today? It's got the wee room to the side. I wonder if he got a wee fire. He's probably got an electric heater in there. Same idea as the church we seen earlier. Two windows on this side. His door's a different place. The same layout. That one's got a wee bell tower, the other one had a big square tower. The wee corn lights full of water. It's leaking. Oh, they don't want us on Wallow. Above the Church of Ireland, above the main door, if there's a stone there lying on the side, that must be it. It's up in 2 bricks. I thought it would have been standing. So the stone above the main door is from an older church. It just looks like a stone mini church, doesn't it? If you went into that now, you wouldn't say that's an ancient stone. It's just a stone. We want lying down, you wouldn't pay much heat there, like, but it's just history. History can be unseen in time. Oh, whoa! Can they go to the town? What? That's wilderness out there, wilderness. Carndonagh that way there, the Carndonagh. Yeah, we shortcut the Carndonagh pit. We like Carndonagh, don't we? A couple of weeks time we need to go to Carndonagh. Been a while since we camped there now. There's no problem getting camped in Carndonagh. The price of diesel pit will not really go much further than Carndonagh. Diesel goes up much more. That's as far as we're going to get. Carndonagh is brilliant over the winter time. so close to home, doesn't matter if it's frost or icy or cold. I know I'll get home from Carndonagh. We're going to drive down to the town, Pat. We're going to park in the town and take a wee walk round the town. Round the town! Aye! Come on this way. See what's tired on the beach. But, so what's extras? Cars are pretty fast here, and there's no parked cars. Alright, honey, we're going to drive down to the town. Didn't even look at here. Look at the size of that chapel up there. This can't be a village. Oh, so here we are now in Carndonagh. It's going to rain. I don't mind if water gets wet. Keep it cool, Pet. No, nothing about it. No, absolutely nothing about Carndonagh. Well, we'll take a walk around, see what's here. Alright, this side, Pet. On a footpath. There's a river down there. There might be a river walk. I don't think there is. Historic market town. They call it the historic market town. That's usually a town when there's nothing that goes on. Wesley Chapel. Is he Methodist? What's he? Wesley Hall, Bolton, Methodist. 1865, a Methodist church with a school downstairs. Church is closed. It's now owned by and used by the ACA. They hold meetings and run an education course. ACA. Don't know who ACA is. There's a wee school underneath. Not much of view of the school wonders there, was there? Look at that there, nice there. Look at the wee cellar. Look at the wee doors. A proper job, like. Isn't that brilliant? Proper wee hinges and all, like. Listen, most towns now would have them smelted over. They still got theirs. It's worth coming to see that there alone. On the wee house. That's down the wee cellar. See that one there had a wee door or something there, it's boarded up. Must be all these houses are built in big hills. Probably all got cellars. There's another bun, Pet. Are they related to the Carndonagh Council, are they? Another bun. And they're empty as well, like. That must be a main road up there. Pedestrian access to car park. Oh, Willow, hold on. See, I said dog out for locals. Because Willow will panic and jump in the front of the road. It's a wee quiet one. A wee quiet one. Not even barking. That's why I need to be parked cars next to me. Willow will always walk away, jump away. See them signs in front of me. I can't even read them from here. Riverdale Country House, Inishowen 100, Butterbean Restaurant. Why do you need a restaurant on the brown sign? Well, hold on now, I'm waiting in the lead here, Pet. We don't know where we're going. Footpaths is narrow. We'll go up this corner and see what we can see, Pet. Oh, there's the town centre there now. Inishowen 100's down that way. River's down. Oh, but you coming up too, you? Oh, you need to be careful. You're going to get knocked down with cars. You're going to get knocked down with cars. Oh. That was Willow. A nice wee quiet one, Willow. If all the locals were like that there. All likes go around towns, don't you all? I think towns with wee gardens in the middle of the night. I used to bands to try and do something like that. There's them roads and old telephone boxes, not many of them over here, because most of them were done even when they put them up there, even wooden things. Ah, that one's full. Shoppers. Council like to see that, you know. There's a shoppers been here. There's hold on, Pet. What is that? Is that a fire station down there? That had been an old fire station. It's not now, like. Well, what was it in this day? Maybe this was a garage. Yeah, this was a garage. You don't know. You don't know, Pat. It's because the door is red on it. There's the wee stones there for the horse wheels, couch, clip in the corner. Making up a fancy bus shelter over there, a wee fancy roof on it. Alright, coaches are starting to get back on the road again. COVID's coming to an end. Well, down here, back, I can't see past that bus. A lot of traffic about, and there's not a lot of traffic moving, there's a lot of traffic about. Don't hang around much more than that wall. Telegraph pole. Every town has one. You know, in all the towns you always find one metal telegraph pole. There's one here. Why is there always one? There's something inside them they don't want us to know. That's what I reckon. Why does every town need one? Keep an eye out. You've been spied on or something. Well, they look pretty old. Designs look old and tatty. Designs you don't look at them. Morelli's ice cream. I don't see any large stores. You don't have your Tesco's in there, I don't even see a Super Value. Aldi, Lidl. They'd be on the Euros and outside if there was any. See, although there's a right lot of shops on here, unless you've got housing estates, people actually living in here. That was support a supermarket. Oh, a bit like Newton Street. Well, it's bigger than Newton Street. But they still have the traffic going through the Newton Street's bypass. So that's where you've got the fast food places. All the bars and restaurants, all that's tourists. Staying nearby hotels. Don't want to pay for the hotels, you see, Pet. They come out here and look for a cheap place. Bank place, but no sign of a bank building here. Oh, there, look. Going the back way. See all the old buildings at the back. Says to me, all the old stuff's at the back. See if you get back. Well, you keep trusting me. I don't like how to leave. Keep back. You stay one side, Pet. You do me. I'm always swapping and leads over all the time. Just pick your side. If she walks in front, she can go in inside she wants. But she insists on walking beside of me and going behind me. That's trusting my lead. And not much down here now, but I wonder there's a water down here, it's very open. Well, they've even got wee crosses on the firebox. They're making the most of these crosses, aren't they? There's the chapel up there. It's a very big chapel. Well, I never know it now, you need to pick up your mind. I see what's happening, it wouldn't be a hassle. You do as you want. Oh, probably in there too, Pet. There we that's Cuddy. You can see that was two houses, probably one now. That would have been two houses on his day. Probably 16 people lived in them two properties. Probably 2 there now. Doesn't look like a bank, but there's a big building those here. Maybe a court. Nothing to tell you. It could be some kind of parochial hall or anything. But I don't know. There's nothing with a flagpole at it. Notice that. Bicycle shop. Very few bicycle shops around. They actually repairs bicycles. And one of them there get repaired like. I used to think a bicycle shop was a wheel. You could like that behind the bicycle shop. Buy wee mug guards and things. The 2 bicycle shops around was a wheel. One in Stavan and one in Lifford. We had a choice. A lot of traffic, Pep, but at the time, like, can't complain too much about the traffic. But we don't really towns on Sunday mornings. So you'd think there's some kind of sign up, wouldn't you? Even if it wasn't used. There's wee lights there, something above the door. You see all the holes drilled in both doors. Different lights over the years. It's where the roof's tied down. You got the wee iron bar and the wire on the roof. Held the roof in place. Stop the one lifting it. What if that's the chapel? Westminster Chimes. I want to come and take a peek. Oh. It's unusual for a chapel to have Westminster Chimes. It's a very big dome on it, isn't it? I don't see no sense in private, do you, Willow? But chapels and pubs don't go together. I never like pubs. There's the bell tower there. Got a clock on it, that's unusual. Oh, that's a long pause, the 6, isn't it? Sun's on the way, it might be showing up. Oh, that's not the... That's the thing, it does 6 o'clock now, we call it the name for that. That's what it's doing. Don't know what the idea of it is. IT place. You know when the builders have to call the repair and stuff and they shout out, it must be something similar. Do you think that's me confused? Westminster Chimes is going to tell you what time it is, but then instead of doing the actual dongs, It's doing its wee sequence to do at 6 o'clock. Suppose everybody here would know it's 6 o'clock because that sequence only goes at 6 o'clock. Because I'm wondering when they're going to play the 6. So the locals would know. But that's the thingy jig, 6 o'clock. So it doesn't have to strike 6. Not all them wee wonders and all up there. See, I could be linked to the church too, that's telling you don't know. So you have to use your imagination. But that wee house over there, that's the wee priest is probably living in there, the warden. He's going to see you now. Well, they're going to come together. Well, they play loud bells. What they expect? They're going to get tourists. You know what I mean? Like. That's an impressive building, isn't it? So that's a small town. They got a leak in the roof. They put on that temporary stuff. It looks horrible, like, but they'll probably do a roof appeal. For some reason, they never do window appeals or foundations appeals or extension appeals. There's always roof appeals churches do. A wee auction and all, you know, people bringing in stuff and selling it. At least this, you know. I want a heritage trail. Opened in it's not that old. Opened in 1945, it cost $60,000. This church has 4 life-size statues. Dublin sculptor. I don't know how about Dublin sculptures. It houses a small museum open to the public. That's to get a wee bit of money, well. In the graveyard below, there are headstones in memory of. I'm no good with names. Who wrote Inishowen? John Doherty. Cloth. Fuzzy lamp. I know what it is, but I said it. Fuzzy lampus, whatever you pronounce it. And William O'Doherty MP. 1945, it's pretty new, like, as far as, like, for stone and all. You can maybe breeze block at that, cladding, stone. 1945. I know it's 80 years old, like, but there wasn't many stonemasons built in 1945. They were doing concrete. Hey, hang on now. 45, things were still rationed. They went in the war, but they did not have a state of emergency over here. They were still rationed because all the boats were used to get the stuff they built and stuff. So if things were rationed, you'd have to use local stuff. Could be they just couldn't get concrete and they had to use stone. Suffered for the fact they couldn't get no other materials. But lucky they didn't build it today with them maker on them blocks in Donegal. See, if they built the breeze blocks today, they would crumble. 42's on there since they built it. So the war was taking place at that time. You wouldn't have got it. I don't know, I had to check. You always need to check out the taps to the work. Do you need a drink of water, do you, Will? I think she does. God's looking down on you, pet. You drink of water. Nice fresh stuff from my tap. You don't like from a plastic bowl, don't you, like that? This might be from a well, you know. One over here now, you're messing the place up now. Go over to this drain. Don't like mucking up outside the door. There now. Oh, look at that. Well, we come up here enough. As well, we come up here. Oh, nice. That nice, well, nice and cool now. It's too warm over the summertime, I'm not the sunshine and the taps and things. That's a very good drink you're getting there. Hey? Oh, you needed that? We'll keep the place neat and tidy. We don't want to keep it neat and tidy. Come on now. There's a wee bit of a splash over there. That looks like an old Presbyterian church down there. It was turned into something else. See, it's a bit like nowadays you got Little and Aldi. They're competing back in them days too, like. Well, that looks an older building down below. Ah, there, look. There's the border house underneath. See the big pipes? There's the border house underneath. See them ones, they don't have cold feet. Ah, there, they border pipes. Oh, they're nice and warm in there, well. Nice and warm in there. That old wee church we're now on. It had a wee fire in the corner. That's your Claudia man's place. They didn't have underground heating. Underfloor heating. It's got these wee alcoves on each side. It does look like stone rather than stone cladding, but it's very perfect, isn't it? Good view of the town up here. Doors open with the nipper here. Now where are we now in the town? Well, just walking down this wee lane. Well, you better not poo in here, Pet. That's like a wee utility hut in there. That's the back. It's a fire exit of a building and the shop. That's what it is. Well, we'll walk around this summer. Extension to a shop on the main street. It's just a fire exit out. See, I found some good stuff with well, you know. All it takes to be some interesting places. Not much left. That wee here is all blocked up. Oh well, I don't think we should be here. Is that a wee shrine? Look what we are right into all those steps here. Oh, I don't want people coming over and blessing us, but that's a wee nativity scene. You use that at Christmas time. There's nothing wrong with a wee nativity scene. We've only got a wee nativity scene at Christmas time. Just the exact same wee thing made of armour. And every year we put up in the attic, terrified of breaking it. See if you'd break one piece, oh, sure, lost the head. You know, you can't even break off wee Jesus' head or nothing like that. Like, and you had to pack these things up every Christmas, bring them down every Christmas. Terrified of breaking one off. Sold as a set, you see. You break one, you're doomed. You can't go and buy another. If you broke a virgin now, you're dead handy, you can't do them about. But you break one of the wee nativity scene ones, you won't get another one for the full set. It was expensive. Hi, that's okay there. Please keep your pet on a lead while in the graveyard and clean up after it. That's all we need. Instead of that, people always ban pups along from graveyards. You're allowed to bring a wee dog in the graveyard here. I've forgotten my wee Irwell. Let me look at Google Maps again. I forgot the name of the place. It's not Carndonagh, is it? I don't see a name about anywhere. Well, what an exit. See, there's definitely pups here, like. There's been pups here because she's snuffing away. That wee brown sign up there. We've got this brown sign. Circle Do you even remember we parked the car? Well, we could be lost, you know. We could be at the far end of the town. Maybe it's just out there. I don't know. What this wee brown sign here? Very busy graveyard, isn't it? I haven't seen any other wee walkways and such. Private property ahead. I've done the main streets, but where do locals walk the puppies? That's I always like to know. Pedestrian only. There's Town Park there. Barrack Hill, Town Park. So would have been an old barracks here at one time, an old fort. See, this could be interesting. That's a type of wee thing I like to find, but South Park, look, I see swings. I don't like swings. Not a bus, but what do we oh, this here, well, there's a wee park here. Barrack Hill. There's a newly created community out there, but it's not telling what the actual hull was. There's a bell on the line. Clean up after your dog and stop disease. That's okay, that means dogs are allowed. It's looking okay so far. Well, that's me. I don't see how it leads or nothing. Did you? Well, should do my head on with that lead. Up else we hold, might see something else. I'll tell you what, that's getting a lot colder now. Community garden, playground. Another bun wallow. Must be the same council as Donegal or Carndonagh. Or do Donegal do the whole county? Because Carndonag's got buns and this has got buns. I'm not a fan of this surface here. They put that in Edmonton barracks. That's a thing that architects and all put in to make. I don't get it. I don't get it. You know, the moss grows on it, you can't clean it. That's wee bells in the park. Why they put the surface on, I do not know. Are they eco-friendly or what? I don't know. It doesn't work. Seats I mean up here, well, gee, they're well looked after. The tables have gone missing. Somebody swept the tables. They were a recliner chair them there, well. Well, that's what folks not in a hurry to go anywhere. They don't look too warm, do they? Why would you? Oh, let's see. I had to test them out. Do you know what? That's pointless. If you're sitting down here at the angle I'm sitting at, you'll not be able to reach out to that table. You can't, you're lying back. You cannot, that is totally redundant, no need for it. So I don't know what it was. I imagine the tap's gone missing. You wouldn't light a fire up, would you, to keep yourself warm? Because there's nowhere for the ashes to go. Just once I've tried to do that. You know, can't say it's been designed for that. It had a lid on it. Wee bit of an outdoor gym. A couple more wee hills. Hills on the hills. It's a nice wee park. Well, the wee sculptures down the back. Them sculptures is heads. I don't know. Wow, man! There's art down this way, art! Gotta tell you, must be hell here. This is put here for a view. What's that there for? Is that crazy golf, was it? See, it is a hull fort or something, isn't it? What's all these wee hollows for here? This one hasn't got a hollow. Let's look at the view you get now. Won't take long to walk the rest of that. I must have seen council, they got a wee bee. They got a wee bee flower pot down there. Carndonagh, the only place I know's got them. So Carndonagh, a community group, and this community group must be talks with each other. They must have had a wee bee thing left over and donated it. It's on trial, well, it's on trial. See if it works out. Yeah, plenty of places they sit around here. I don't see no beer cans or nothing like. If you bought that on one day, oh, they're full of beer cans. October the 2nd, there's still wee flowers growing here. I thought these are some kind of lights or something, I don't know what they are. Can't, you know what it is? I would nearly guess it's a water tap. It's a water tap on an electrical unit. You know, so if you've got outdoor events, you plug an ice cream van or something. Or maybe it's both. So it must be a wee... I've seen that in Carndonagh as well. The school in Carndonagh done a sign out of bottle tops. And they've done the fry pot out of bottle tops. Well, sharing information, well. Wee bees allowed down this way, pet. Oh, well. There's a national school there. Glen Tucker National School. Done that wee box. There's too many of these wee posts here. They're all locked. But I think it's the type of thing you use in a campsite, so you could a wee electric hookup, maybe a wee water tap. Maybe that's how they water the flowers and all. You open them up there, you plug in the hose pipe. It's probably what it is. It's the water tap. But they know if they didn't have them locked up, wee buggers would be making slides in the winter time. Down the hills, throwing the water all over the place. Help yourself box. Help yourself. So they must maybe give so much left them berries there. They must get stuff to be allotments and put them in there. Sharon, well, Sharon. That's more there, things there. It's a nice wee park. It is a nice wee park. Plenty of wee seats and all. You walk around in circles, do one circle, do another circle, another circle, work your way up to the top. That's how me dogs might do it to you know. See how me ones with no brains, they wouldn't have a clue. They would just walk around in circles. I thought the start it was like helmets used in GAA rugby, but the nose is not right. Are they some type of warriors or? Well, we stopped off here, well, we would never know if you drove through the place. You'd just be looking at traffic lights and getting lost. Not there, look. Electric wires and all underneath there. That'd be for Christmas tree. But no cover on it. There's a wee bit of wild here, a wee bit of wilderness. You like a wee bit of wilderness. You can have two mollycoddles. That's a wee bit of natural heather there. We are grown up heather, what we call it thistles. And them wee thistles, the wee bees like thistles too, don't they all? So that is more of a garden than a park. Not many call these parks. It's a community garden. And I would say it is more of a garden. Although parks do have gardens, but it's more plants and all. You wouldn't get all these different variety of plants in St. Collins Park. (2012). 9 years old. Doing well for 9 years old, like. That's still the original varnish on the seats. There's a wee octagon thing, whatever you call it. The wheels to climb through. Look at the wee bicycle course there, look at that. Look at that. Get your hands up in the wee bicycles there, look at that. Wee jumps and everything, like. Not many parks have got that. Now if you do that in one day, they're up in the motorbikes, they're up in the quads. They spoil it, won't they, Willow? Up here, they'll probably get a wee BMX for Christmas and bring it up here. I think that's simple there, isn't it, like? Looks the part. Oh, well, the way to the wrong side of the fence here. And nobody in the park now, we took a wee look. That looks a good wee thing down there. He was up and down like that. Never had them when I was away. No, we just had roundabouts. It just used to be dizzy, you couldn't stand up. Torture machines, that's what we had. Swings that hit you in the head and knocked you out. There's no health or safety in when I was away. Hard plastic. Plastic was invented. Hard plastic, shiny seats in the swings. Melbourne Parks to wow. How you slipped off them, really? Well, back in my time, you had the big swings and the wee swings, the big slide and the wee slide. And the big slide was big, like, it was big. You could kill yourself falling off a big slide. Nowadays the wheels do. They don't know half of it. Well, if we went down that lane, I think we could go out there, you know. We're going to go back through the chapel grounds. Well, we're going down this lane here. Then there might be a road out there too, you know. More down this way, we've done there. There might be something left to discover, you don't know. No sign of a fort down my pet. Fort long gone. Ah, it's probably made of wood. There's a cycleway, so that's that wee BMX track. I wouldn't have called that a cycleway now. Would they have an actual cycleway where you can cycle? Like a cycle lane? That's what I would call a cycleway. That's part of the park as well, the end paths there. Well, we're in circles, that's probably going back down to allotments. I was saying enough of park for today. Well, you can only do so much park in one day. But there's a graveyard now, Pep, we're going to cut through it. I need to put you in the lead. Whoa. Hold on. Whoa. Hold on. On this way. That there must be a graveyard too over there. That's waiting for the locals to go on. Tell you what, folk aren't short of money now, are they? Like, there's no expense spared in them there. There must be, look at that there, like. There must be ones put themselves in debt. I've never seen a modern one of them there. A big slab on it. Oh well, you know what, we can't get out of here. Oh, we're going to go right round the circle. Okay, we get a padlock there, look. Padlock on it. There must be no boys like me want to get out. Shortcut. There's another one of them ones that the big slabs on. I don't know about that. This is all concrete. You bring a big lorry and they lift that up. You might put somebody else on. Never a fan of marble. My own headstone's marble. We've got my own headstone built, but I'm always on it now, so I know what it looks like. That's marble. And everybody else is marble. I like the old stone. But the problem with a family grave, everybody has to agree, like. You can't always get what you want. You think it'd be simple, it's not simple. There's the older part there now, the stone. I just like stone better. I like the idea of moss and all growing on it. There's a wee gate down there, well, wee gate down here. So that's what I mean, I like these wee paths, just like the graveyard I'm going to be buried on. And to get that big marble top on it, the boys wouldn't get a crane in to lift it off and on to put people on it. They're born in New York, girl. Erected by Captain Michael Doherty of New York, memory of his beloved mother. So obviously he's gone off to America and joined the army. There's a date on it, 1871. So that was 1871. When did the British lose America? That would have been independent by that time. When was the American Civil War? Yeah, what's supposed to change? Half an hour here, well. Probably 1700s. America's independence. See in times of COVID, why did these things happen? Look how shiny that is, people open and closing it. That gate there's got some use there. That's just pure use, it's been that shiny, that whole bar. The one's grabbing that there, made it shiny. That looks like a Presbyterian church there. I want no hardy now, but where is our car? We'll go up that street, don't we? Up that street. I think that might be the street we came up there earlier. Our car could be in that street. We passed a wee thatched cottage. Do you think they've got two thatched cottages? They have, that's a different thatched cottage. First one we've seen, now hold on, it looks similar. Two thatched cottages in one town. That's not the same street. But the thatches, the other one had a camera, a CCTV camera on it. That's got the roof tied down as well, the wire. That's how your local man does it there. Tied it down with wire. There's another CB hatch lifts up in the footpath, and there's an entrance underneath. Just off the backyard. It's not a cellar, it's open. On the footpath there, wee underground thing. Sacred Heart, pedestrians only, car park. I know car parking on that chapel. We're making the most of the wee crosses here, everywhere. Masonry paint. If you need masonry paint, there's a place to come here. I must sell more than masonry paint. I don't stand there, this shop. Loughlin's Home Value Town Centre. Looks like would have been a garage at one time, doesn't it? I didn't. Opticians. You need to do a telephone number big and writing because one's an Austell. Bridge Street, we crossed the bridge, well, must be down that way. We're getting closer. That'll be not a choice. Right then. Yeah, that's the street we came up there. We've seen it all now, well, we've seen it all. Mass Rock. Mass Rock was up, where do we see the same for Mass Rock? Come on in this side, Pet. A lot of steps, let's go for it, just go for it. Couple of steps down here. As he hesitates, we'll go turn back. There's quite a few steps down here. Well, you can see it's all bringing a shop on them, but if you live in a house like this, you wouldn't have to worry about flooding, would you? You don't have to worry about traffic running into your house. Well, them other houses are right clean up in your living room. So there's advantages and disadvantages. Well, that path there, cemented, that'd be dodging one time if that was ice. So you could bother walking out in the ice there. Cross over here now, well, I know it was worth a seeing, Pip, but there's no more out lying, like. I ever thought a wee turn like this would have had a little store, you know, one turn as well. Yeah, one cars. Hasn't got a bigger chapel, like, but the town probably is bigger. There's an all wire there with steel poles. There's something on them, mother. I love that. I love that there. That's original there, like. I don't know, original in the car there, like. What a different look like. It's got the wee bars and all. I've never seen that anywhere before. See, it's not the big hinges, you get the hinges, but see the wee bars in between the hinges. Never seen anything like that, like wee bars. Just to hold the boards together. I think it's brilliant. Yeah, that would have been common at one time. Look at the more bones along here has got that, but they've pulled them up over the years. All right, all right. Up we go. What a mess that place. What have you done with the place, Wall? What shape you bed in? I don't know, I have to fix it in. What a way you jumped out to the place, all tossed. All tossed. What way have you got your wee bed now? I have extra wee soft bed underneath. There now. Oh, you need your comforts. You need your comforts, you do. Now you're going to get a good sleep now as we go home. We're about an hour away from home. I want to see what time we are from home now. Sat nav will tell us 6:30. It'll be darker than our pit. Arrival time is not up yet. 6:37. 6:37. Come on, arrival time, arrival time. Ah, it's not. Don't even know where we are. Just trying to look first. Charlie lights is going on already, Pep. Straight home now, I reckon. Straight home. 7:20. Always takes us a bit longer. 20 past 10. We're dark by the time we get home, Pet. We'll just head straight home now.